everybody! Today we are here with Naturopathic Doctor, Dr. Jason Lien. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, this is amazing. You are an educator, you're a motivational speaker, so I think your client list is like 5 to 6 months for new patients.
It takes a while to get it.
So you're obviously on the right path.
Mm-hmm.
What's your business plan model and how has it been?
The plan has always been to do the best work I can for patients, and hopefully that will get word of mouth and other patients will come, and that's basically how the practice has run for the past 15 years. It's all been completely 100% word of mouth. We have no signage out front. We don't really...
Yeah, you don't advertise.
No
Because
flyers,
I've heard from word
no
of
nothing.
mouth. Yeah.
It's just word of mouth. And I find that's the best, right? Because people have come, they've had a good experience, and they get great results, and they just tell other people. So...
snowballs, right?
Yeah, it snowballs. So to start off, I mean, I think in my first month I saw 3 people. And I was like, what am I doing? I think I'm doing the wrong thing. But those people told other people, and then over the past 15 years, it's just snowballed.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Whenever I come into your office, I see a sign for Medica.
Mm-hmm.
Is this your, I guess, organization, business, or is that a separate thing you're part of? Because when I was on the website, I saw like 5 or 6 other practitioners with you. So I was just curious about that.
Oh, that's a good question. When I started my practice, it was just Jason Lee. That was it. It was a real original name, right? My name, jasonlee.com, or drjasonlee.com, and that's how I ran for many years. But when I opened this office up, it was probably about 8 years ago. We had other practitioners that would come, and they're using space here, and they're allied professionals. So we have, psychotherapy, colonic hydrotherapy, osteopath, massage therapy, different kinds of people. So I thought it didn't feel right having them come to a clinic named after me, because it's sort of like, it just didn't seem right. So we came up with the name Medica, which is 2 words, basically inner and medica, so inner medicine. The body heals itself. If given the right opportunities. So also educating people. So our phrase is basically teach, empower, and restore. So that's where the name came from. But it came more out of the fact that I had to, get something for the clinic, but then it kind of stuck and it stayed.
And so through Medica, you're educating, because I know you've done TED Talks, you do have your own blog. I will put links at the end of this video to all of those things.
Yes.
So you're constantly, so that's great. So you're not only just like treating people, you're informing them.
Mm-hmm. The word doctor is interesting. Doctor comes from the Latin word docere, which means to teach. So really we're just teachers. Sometimes I always say to students, the most powerful treatment modality that I actually have in this clinic is to help patients become accountable for themselves. And to be accountable, you need to be educated. You need to understand. And people don't understand. They have a problem. They're like, I don't know why I have it. So in the end, they take something medically or whatnot to cover that symptom. But the reality is, if they knew why they had it, they could fix that, and then the symptom wouldn't be there. So
yeah, you've given me a few tips and tricks, and now every time I reach for a gum or a mint, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah.
And then I don't drink water with a meal, so I have been implementing what you've been teaching.
Good.
And that hasn't
been helping.
Annoyed you too much? Well, sometimes it's hard when everyone's like,
oh, totally. Totally. The things I ask people to do are not easy, because the general public doesn't do half these things, but that's why people are in a state of disease or ill health.
So when you were growing up, I know you had eczema, and that was obviously something frustrating. Everyone's got something. Is that what fueled your motivation to become a naturopath?
Totally. It was probably the driving factor. I was born in the 70s. In the 70s, breastfeeding was not that important. They kind of viewed it as being almost, why bother? Use the formula. So I was put on formula. I developed eczema from that. No one knew at the time, but they just thought it just spontaneously happened. Right. And then I was on steroids and all these medications. I saw many doctors. And in the end, it was actually naturopathic medicine that helped me when I was in my 12, 13 years old. I saw a naturopath, and she told me something I never forget. She said, your skin problem's not a skin problem. It comes from here. And she pointed to my belly button. I was like, what? My belly button? She goes, no, it's inside your gut. It's your digestion that's causing your skin issue. And I thought that was such a weird comment to make. I was covered in skin lesions, and the woman's talking about my digestion. But I followed what she said, and it was amazing what happened. The itching stopped. The skin got a lot better, and she never gave me a cream. And to me, that was so powerful. I thought, that's what I gotta do. It totally led me along this path. So
have you told her that you're now?
I did, actually. Yeah. She still practices. I told her, I said, I want you to know, I just need you to understand what you did for me. What you said and what that resonated with for me, not only affected my health, but it affected the course of my life. And I just want to thank you for that. And
I'm
she was
sure
very
she
happy.
was so
But
touched.
yeah, it was wonderful. And she's still practicing. So.
And that's when
great.
you said you were like 12, 13.
Mm-hmm.
So did you start taking courses, or were you just like, okay, once I hit university, I know my path?
I started reading different books.
Okay.
They had quite a few books out at the time, not too many. I mean, just some. And then I went to McMaster University, did my degree in science, anatomy, biology, and then from there I applied to the naturopathic school. But I was always interested in that, so I did some courses here and there, but not too many until I actually went to the naturopathic program. And then we do lots of continuing education, some always in conferences, and now we lecture and stuff like that. So,
Which is also cool. Why you're so busy and hard to get a hold of sometimes.
I mean, it's such a great field and a growing field, and it gives me the opportunity to meet fantastic people every day. Hello, my name is Dr. Jason, Lien, Naturopathic Doctor. I'm here to give you some tips on health and wellness, some simple things you can do at home. First thing first, you gotta move. That's super, super key. I mean, these are really simple steps I'm gonna talk about, but they're things everybody can do, but not everybody does them. Move, gentle movement activity. Doesn't have to be a lot, can be 20 minutes a day. Gentle walking, could be yoga, could be exercise, going to the gym, some kind of movement. Our body is always meant to move. If you don't use it, you tend to lose it. Step number 2, for sure, drink a lot of water. Most people don't drink enough water at all. The average adult in my height, which is not that tall, is probably about 1.5 liters of water a day, but the average person, probably about 2 liters of water a day. That's super, super key. Most people drink, their juice or coffee or other kinds of things. They don't drink any water. Remember the line, dilution is a solution to pollution. You got to flush the body out, and that's what we have to do. It helps with bowel function, helps with just flooding waste out of the body. Super, super key. Number 3 is try and eat vegetables, okay, every day. And we're not just talking a little bit here and there. I prefer half your plate for lunch, half your plate for dinner, some kind of vegetable. It doesn't really matter what kind, something green, really, really key. People just don't do that. Number 4, stay away from foods with ingredients you can't understand. People always ask me, what should I stay away from? It's really simple. If you read it, usually if it comes in a box and it has ingredients that you don't understand, you're reading it, you're like, I don't know what that is. Chances are your body doesn't know it either. So that's super, super key. Those are some real simple things you can do. And Olivia, I think, mentioned a few things about chewing your food. That's one thing we never do. Our teeth are flat. They're designed to bite and grind food, not bite, tear, and swallow whole. We eat almost like we have the teeth of a jaguar, yet we have teeth more like a cow. So we're designed to chew our food really well, and no fluids with meals. Now, why is that one? When you drink and eat at the same time, you dilute the enzymes that are designed to break down the food in the first place, causing digestive issues. That's why if you notice a dog has a food bowl and a water bowl, you never see the dog eat the food and then drink the water, and eat the food and drink the water. There's one or the other. So those are small steps for digestion. The key to health is always to do the right thing for a long time. For a lot of people, they do the wrong things in small amounts every day, and that's what hurts them the most. So yes, you're going to go off the wagon here and there. You're going to go on that vacation, eat these things, go out with your buddies for a guy's trip, and that's okay. But as long as you do the right thing most of the time, that's really, really great. So hopefully that helps, and take care.
And if there was another job that you could do, say, for a day or try out, what do you think you would do and why?
It's interesting you asked that, because I had a conversation with my girlfriend, and she asked, what would you do if you weren't doing this? Because I actually do love what I do. I really do. I would love to be a chef. I love cooking. Yeah, I've always loved cooking. It's a big part. We have a teaching kitchen actually downstairs. And it's something that I just love. I just love cooking.
That's so fascinating.
It'd be great to have a restaurant that has
healthy eating,
10 tables, no more than that. And I would love to just sit and eat food and chat about food with people and even show them how to do things. That would be a fantastic job. Or I would teach.
Which is kind of on your path already.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of do that here. But that's basically what I would do. Something without food.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us.
Yeah.
And thanks guys for watching.
Thanks
we
a lot.
will see you next week.
Take care. Bye now.